Just when you think things couldn't get worse for George Clooney, it gets a whole lot worse. So we talked about this recently in a video where George Clooney is facing an insane amount of backlash coming from Democrats, Hollywood celebrities, and leftists because he, of course, was one of the big perpetrators of trying to get Biden out of the race after Biden got completely destroyed by Trump in the debate. He wrote an entire op-ed article for the New York Times about it and everything, saying that it was time for Biden to do the patriotic thing and step down and have someone younger and fresh and brat who has a lot of joy, someone like Kamala Harris, to step into the race. And now he is facing an insane amount of backlash, and everyone is blaming George Clooney for Biden stepping out of the race and costing the Democrats the election. This whole thing is hilarious. The fact that they're all piling the blame on George Clooney is honestly insane. But this is something that we've seen from Democrats and leftists for years and years at this point. They will always eat their own, and that's exactly what they are doing today. So George Clooney is now panicking, and the panic has gotten so bad that now George Clooney says he is leaving politics forever following this Trump election victory. This whole thing is absolutely hilarious. The things that George Clooney says in this meltdown that we're going to be checking out here today is absolutely glorious and hilarious to watch. So let's go ahead and get into everything that is going on in this crazy story. George Clooney taking a step back from politics after being made a scapegoat for Kamala Harris's loss. This is hilarious, and we all get to just sit here and enjoy the insanity because that's exactly what is going on today. The Democrats are continuing to have insane and total meltdowns over Trump winning the election, not just by the Electoral College, but the popular vote as well. George Clooney feels he is being used as a scapegoat in the furious blame game over who could have cost Kamala Harris the election, and will now take a step back from politics. The Hollywood star 63 threw his support behind Harris after penning a blistering op-ed on why Joe Biden would cost the Democrats the win. And now look at this. Joe Biden probably had more of a chance of winning than Kamala Harris did. I don't think that he would have won because Trump won the popular vote and Trump won everything, okay? It was a clean sweep of the battleground states and everything, so I don't think that he would have won, but he probably had more of a chance of winning than Kamala did. Clooney has now since been criticized by Democrats for his influence during the election, with some claiming Harris's loss was his fault. The Oscar winner is disheartened by the backlash, with insiders claiming he did not immediately endorse Harris because he felt the Democrats should have taken a step back to weigh up their options. Clooney feels that the backlash he is getting for Kamala losing is not at all warranted, a source told DailyMail.com exclusively. He thinks it is completely unfair to try and make him a scapegoat for her loss. Oh my gosh, this is just incredible. And the fact that he is now getting so much backlash that he is now going to be leaving politics and quitting politics completely is hilarious. Absolutely incredible. He has backed the Democratic Party and invested so much time and money into them, but he is going to take a step back for now. He feels very disheartened. They continued, when he wrote his op-ed, George did not say Biden is not fit to be president, choose Kamala. The Democrats jumped on Kamala, and within days, she was the candidate. And then he threw his support behind her. He was like, this is great. Kamala is here. And so did all the other Hollywood celebrities. They were loving it. They were like, yes, Kamala is the path to victory. She is going to change the world. She is going to bring so much joy and brat summer energy. It is going to be amazing. All this is just panic and damage control coming from George Clooney, because after Biden endorsed Kamala and she became the Democrats' nominee, weeks later, Clooney threw his support behind Harris and her historic quest as he thanked Biden for saving democracy by conceding his place in the race to his vice president. So he was totally okay with it. And now that he's pretending, I never wanted this, it's complete and total BS, and we all see through it. And I do not feel bad for George Clooney whatsoever. He deserves all of the backlash that he is getting. So yeah, George, I guess it's time to take your ball and go home, because you are facing one of the biggest L's that we have seen in politics in a very long time. The fact that the Democrats and the leftists went after George Clooney so badly that he is now leaving politics forever is absolutely hilarious. So with all that being said, let me know what you think about all of this insanity. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.